My name's Cory Malone. I'm the branch manager at Smoky Mountain Farmers Co-op here in Newport. I've been the manager for 2 years here in Newport. I have a total of 6 years co-op experience. I used to be an agronomist within the co-op system. What motivated me to get in the co-op career was being able to help our producers. A producer is a farmer. I call them producers because they may produce beef cattle, they may produce vegetables or swine, poultry. They may be producing different things or different commodities in the branch of agriculture. So I usually just call them producers. They're the backbone of our agriculture. If they don't succeed, then agriculture don't succeed. So being able to help them is one of the highlights of my career. Yeah, one of the most interesting things about my job is being able to help our producers, but having the knowledge of the different aspects of agriculture, like being knowledgeable in beef production or dairy production or horticulture or swine, equine, poultry, whatever division of agriculture it may be, is trying to know a little bit about everything. That way when I do have something, an interesting question or a problem to solve, I know the direction to go in, or I know somebody that has the answer if I don't. Within our community here, the co-op, obviously, we try to support our local 4-H, FFA, obviously. Any community events we try to be involved in. Any way we can help out in our community, we try to. If a 6th grader wanted to follow this career path, I would tell them to immediately work on their communication skills and pay attention in class, like particularly algebra and science classes, because agriculture is full of it. Agronomy, for instance, is a part of agriculture that is very vast, it's very broad, but it has to do with soil fertility and row crop production. So agronomy has to do with plant health or soil health. There's all different chemistries, knowing how elements move through the soil. So chemistry classes, very important. Knowing how water moves through the soil, how plants use those nutrients, the water cycle, all those things that some kids may have heard of by 6th grade, but all important to understanding just the agronomy field alone, not counting the other aspects of agriculture like agribusiness, like what I'm in. The most rewarding part of my career is being able to come up with a plan or solve a problem for a farmer. Farmer comes in with a problem, we solve it. Nothing makes my day brighter. And it can be something very simple, as far as, something's tore up on their farm, they need to replace a frost-proof spigot or something, and we're just there for them to be able to purchase that product. Or it could be as complicated as, hey, can you read these soil tests and tell me what type of fertilizer I need to put on my pasture field or my row crop field. So those are the types of things that I get that are rewards for me that I really enjoy being able to help our producers. So as far as careers at the co-op, we do serve our agricultural producers, and we cover the whole branch of agriculture. But as for the co-op ourselves, you have agribusiness, which is any position like management, which is my role, assistant manager. We have head cashiers, we have inventory managers, dock workers. Small engine is one that we have picked up since I've been at the store here in Newport. We've started a small engine shop, and we want to see that grow, so that knowledge is very important. Tire shop, being able to do tires, brakes on vehicles. We do a lot of tractor tires, so if you're a tire technician, Those are very valuable. And most recently, and probably one of the more interesting things going on at the co-op right now, is we have hired a veterinarian. And so within agribusiness, veterinarian falls into that field. So within veterinarian, we get into animal science and a lot of other different branches, but hopefully we continue to grow that and hire even more veterinarians and become a full-fledged ambulatory service vet. So this is a good career for someone who wants to make a difference because they get to help people. So I use myself as an example. I grew up working on a farm, not my family farm, but my friend's farm, and I was around agriculture my whole life. I loved it, but I've never been able to farm myself. So this is a way that somebody could give back to agriculture that, I can't farm, but this is one way that I can be a part of agriculture and I can continue to see growth and promote agriculture, is to get involved in a career at the co-op, because agriculture is at the center of everything we do. Advice that I would give to someone that is looking at this career choice would be to come to the co-op and kind of see how it operates. I know for some kids, they're allowed to job shadow and do things like that. Usually on a day-to-day basis, I get to do something different every day. I never know when I may have to go visit a farm and try to identify somebody's weed in a field, or our veterinarian's going to have to go diagnose some sort of sickness, or so there's different things that happen at the co-op, and I would encourage someone that is looking at this career to know all different aspects of it and try to hone in on what their skill level is or what they're really interested in, because we have a lot of variety at the co-op. So something that's kind of fun for me that some people may not expect in my role is I actually get to travel. So, I'm not a world traveler, we stay in the United States, but I get to network with different people, not just across the state of Tennessee at other co-ops, but with our vendors that we're buying product from. So they may have different vendor shows in Texas or Louisiana or Florida or wherever, and we get to travel to these different cities and buy product for our stores at great deals to help our producers. The main thing that I want kids to remember when they visit the Career Center and they look at agriculture careers and they think about the co-op is that the co-op is there for service. We're there to service our customers. We're there to service our producers. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be there. So that's 100% of our job and our focus every day is I would ask them to remember, and I ask the employees to remember, the customers first, they take priority. So that's the one thing that I hope they get out of it is the service and that people come first.